My name is Pilawe Patrick Pato, and I'm from Togo. I was raised there until I was 10 years old. And one of the things I like about Togo is the fact that it's a community out there. You know, it's your neighbors or your parents, your neighbors or your friends, family. So it's a very homely community out there, down there in Lomé. And so, I came here when I was 10 years old, and first I was situated in New York with my cousins, and then afterwards I came into Maryland. That's where my mom lived, and so my dad's a diplomat, and that's how I came to the States. I picked up soccer at a very young age. I would say around 4 or 5. Okay, my parents telling me that when I was younger, I would tell them that I wanted to be like J.J. Okocha, the Nigerian legend, you know, footballer legend. So at the time, I don't remember that memory, but apparently I used to preach that I wanted to be like J.J. Okocha. And so, so I picked up soccer at a young age. And so my neighbors played a huge role in my upbringings when it comes to soccer. I would play with them every day. They were older, so in the streets, they would include me in every game they'll play, and so I really felt welcome in that environment. That family environment really attracted me to the game of soccer. The first team I ever played for was a MSI team called United FC, and then so I started playing with them. It was an MSI team, so I played there for about 2 years before moving on to NCSL. I played for one of my close friends' father's team, so we played together for about 2 more years, and then I played for Inferno Damascus, which was a club down in Germantown. So that was during my high school season, and so I played youth soccer in the NCSL and MSI, and then afterwards I played in my high school team for Watkins Mill High School, and so I took soccer more seriously than I did before. Although, you know, I was very serious about it because, you know, it was my way of life. It was my lifestyle. All I did was, after school, call friends, play soccer, and so forth. So, my high school coach was a huge turning point in me getting into college soccer. I got picked up by UMBC. UMBC started scouting me when I was my junior year because my college coach, he put in the word out for me, and he spoke to UMBC. UMBC had a history of recruiting from my high school. Players like Levy, of course, players like Kevin were also picked up from Watkins Mill, so there's a very good relationship between UMBC and Watkins Mill. And so I was scouted from UMBC coach, and he actually came to my regional finals game that year when I was a junior in high school, and so he liked what he saw. And from there, that summer, talks started beginning, and so, you know, they were very interested. And come senior year, they scouted me a lot more, and, you know, that's when I verbally committed, and so I was decided. My freshman year was a very solid start for me. You know, being a freshman, starting, and becoming freshman of the year at the end of that year was a big morale booster. You know, I had very good players around me. The environment was very positive, and so I kept that in my mind. You know, I made it a goal to stay there and keep working for a spot. And that's what I did all 4 years at UMBC. I kept working for, you know, the goal. And my goal at the time was to become pro. After seeing those really amazing seniors my freshman year, I was inspired. Simply, I was inspired because a few of them got drafted. And so I was like, wow, I was playing with these players who just got drafted. And I'm like, I had the motivation to push forward for the pro life. And so that's what I did all 4 years. After my the 3 years after my freshman year, I pushed for it, and I kept working hard. It was a very solid learning experience for me. Mentally, I became a lot tougher. After college, I was looking for options to play. I didn't get drafted, so I was looking for options to go to play at the next level, and so I went for a few trials, and one almost clicked. It it was with the, with the Prep for Pro. So I went for trial with Prep for Pro with my current teammate Richard Forca. And so from there, we got looks to go play overseas. But unfortunately that didn't work out and they fall through, because of like technical difficulties and papers and this and that. So that didn't go through. So we stayed here, and then that fall of 2017, we went down for trial and for an ASL team called the Philadelphia Fury. And so ASL is the American Soccer League. So there we played for a year, and it was quite the commute, but it was a sacrifice we had to make because we love the game and our goal is pro. If you want to go pro, obviously you got to make sacrifices. So afterwards, we got a call from at the time our former coach, and then Koku, our former coach, and so he asked us if we wanted to play for a team. And so at the time we were World Class Premier, and so we said, of course, why not? And it was a bunch of, the whole group was a very good group. Former MLS players, former USL players, and former D1 college players. So the Bobcats had to win, at the time with World Class Premier, currently the Bobcats had to win a bunch of amateur tournaments and semi-pro leagues in order to step up the ladder. And I'm very happy and proud to say that I played a pivotal role in both leagues and tournaments, and in order to get us to where we are. So I'm very happy to have helped the team and to have been a really sort of a backbone to help us move forward, and then scoring some pivotal goals to help us move forward. Not only that, but also assisting and supporting in roles where I had to. So that was the mentality I learned from college helped me really push through, because it was very challenging. It was very challenging knowing if you don't win this, your chances, the chance of us moving up the ladder might be slowed down by another year. So that really motivated me to give my all. My role in the current team is to be a leader. I'm not the captain. Richard Forca and Kay Vander are captains, but my role is to be a leader. Not necessarily, directing everyone what to do, but also supporting the youth, supporting the players coming in, also supporting on and off the field. I think with my mentality as the calm and collected player, I'm able to bring that to the team, and that's the role I play. My role is to simply support and keep supporting. I would say Richard Forca. Richard Forca. We've been teammates before, like I said earlier, but he takes forever. So yeah, it's definitely Richard Forca. Yeah, no doubt in my mind. It's Cisse, the dribbler Cisse that they're below. Yeah. So Cisse would definitely win the dance contest. This guy, he's always the life of the party. I would say Elton Joe. Went down to Florida. He and I were talking at the hotel, and then he was telling me about his projects and what he actually does for a living. Because before that, we didn't get a chance to really talk much. But yeah, he was telling me about his projects, his mindset, and this and that. He was telling me about how he grew up and so forth. And I know he's determined to really make big bangs. So it's Elton Joe. Without a doubt, I would say Trey Cooper and Bryce Orsini. Trey Cooper, he's an absolute bulldog. And then Bryce, I definitely need a sniper, a calm sniper to execute. So those would be my guys. I'm looking forward to the season and what's to come ahead. Big things are coming for us, for the Bobcats, and for us all. And I really hope to make a big impact on what's coming next. Thank you.